Last night to right now, what's it been like from an emotion standpoint?
Just different, man. That's the word I can describe. Just different, odd, weird, nervous. But once I hit the court, kind of all go away a little bit.
What was it like when you walk in, you see guys like Lonzo and making sure you don't walk into the home locker room and having to walk into the visit to the hockey
Yeah, that's what he
room?
did, exactly. I'm so accustomed to walking into the locker room. And Mike was like, hey, Mike, you got to go to the visitors' locker room. So this dude's so funny. It was odd. That's the one word I can describe it, just weird. Never had done this before.
What you think of that tribute?
I thought it was phenomenal. I didn't know they were going to do that, obviously. So I told Steiny and the whole crew that, I really appreciate them doing that. So it was emotional, and the fans are terrific. Terrific.
Did you expect that reception from the fans?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been here 11 years, and they've seen me grow up, and I know my family, and we've been through a lot together. So I have nothing but love for Milwaukee fans. Always will, and this is home.
Rounding yourself into shape, 14 points tonight. Started out hot.
Yep.
Just the familiarity of the floor and the shooting background and all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, it was like I've done this before, and I remember when Ray got traded and he came back the first time. He was telling me on the court, like, this is so weird, and I said, really? Not knowing. And years later, when I came back, I was like, this is weird, So, but once I got on the court, I just felt familiar with the rim and the court and the fans and the scenery.
How important was it that you got the win, though?
Oh, huge. And trademark, of a Scouts team is, going to charge back, late in games. And they've done it so many times in the past. And we knew that was going to happen. And we made big plays. Steve made a huge play at the end of the game to seal the deal for us.
As you get yourself back to where you want to be off the injuries, what's it like playing with a guy like Steve Nash? He's a sure Ballot Hall of Famer, still got all-star talent at 38 years old.
Yeah, he's the best point guard I've played with. And I play with some pretty good ones. And Steve is just phenomenal. He's consistent. His work ethic is impeccable, professional. And so I just think the world of him.
What are some of your fondest memories of Milwaukee?
A lot of them. Playoffs. We went to the playoffs for years, a couple years, and 57-point game, even though it ended in a loss. I hated that night. ACL, here, first time it happened. Buzzer beater, it's Cleveland. There's a lot of, I can go on and on. Mo hits a big three, and we beat the Pacers, and I can go on and on the memories we had in this building. So, great wins and some tough defeats, but just over a decade of basketball, which is remarkable.
What's the one thing when you got off the charter last night, early this morning, that you saw the landmark or something that you drove by, that you rolled by the condo where you used to stay with the family, that just almost brought you to tears today that you saw?
Oh no, it's just seeing everything. And I was here this summer too, so just coming back, it was just odd because I was in the visitors' bus, visitors' locker room, and after being here for so many years, I'd never been over here on this side. So it was definitely an emotional visit back. The tribute tonight was phenomenal. The people at the Pfister, they were like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Well, I signed with Phoenix." They're like, "Oh, you did, yeah." So. Never had stayed in the Pfister before, 11 years. Never really had a reason to, so it was different. But I was glad to see everybody.
Do you expect at some point when you look up in the rafters to see 22 up there?
I haven't thought about that. And you always bring good questions. I haven't thought about that. All I tried to do when I was here was just win, man. And be consistent every night, night in and night out. Give 110%. And nothing was given to me. Had to earn everything, and so if it happens one day, it'd be a tremendous honor. You look at those names in the rafters, and it's tremendous.